Hello everybody, welcome back to another Holmgard video. Today is episode 17, and we are starting off in a place that I personally haven't been in a very long time, a good couple months at least. But I realized that I have like really messed up in my video editing. So I went through some of my old videos recently, and I realized that in episode 14, I think, or the episode where I say I build a full beacon farm, I never actually show the beacon farm. And like, I did all the work for it, I recorded the clips, I recorded time lapses of me doing the stuff, but I just never put it into an episode for some reason. So I am here to fix that. So over here at the end of the station, I'm honestly not even sure if I even showed the end of the station. But if I didn't, otherwise I just like built up the same thing I had at the front with the return station. I think I did, but I'm not really sure about that either. But yeah, so here at my end of the station, I have a new area over here. And I definitely know that I didn't show it in the video because I even left links in the description to the machine I used, but I never actually like showed it in a video. What was that? There's just gold zipping towards me, and I'm actually recording this without cleaning up my inventory from dungeon hunting. But for some reason the piglins are invisible right now. But as you can see, gold is getting spit out and traded with. I don't know why it's so buggy, but here is an entire piglin trading setup that I have for my beacon farm. So this is like a huge showcase thing because I just haven't showed it yet. So here I have a start/stop trading button. So I should probably explain what this is. So these three chests are input for gold. So I can just unload gold into these chests and it will start trading. I have a bunch of hoppers here, a double hopper line, and then another hopper line, all leading into this dropper vader, which is absolutely packed full of gold. And I think gold, yeah, goes all the way up to this double chest as well and trickling down. So I put in gold, it gets shot up this item elevator, which then, I should show from the top, which then gets put into these droppers here, which are all full of gold and stuff as well. And then that button leads to a clock right here, which that button comes up here, does some redstone stuff that starts and stops this clock every time I push it. And then in these chambers I do have piglins. As you can see, leather gets produced. I don't know why they're invisible, but they're invisible. So what happens is that it spits out the gold, and if the piglins can pick it up, good, they start trading. But if they can't, it goes into that hopper there, which then leads down the giant string of chests there. So all the gold will constantly get recycled through the system. I know that it's a waste, like going down and then back in, but I don't know, I had a lot of gold in the system, so I had to have a buffer somewhere. So yeah, I'm just getting all those materials for that, and because of that, piglins give a lot of the resources needed for beacons. And what I'm doing over here is that all the drops come through here and through this sorting system. So first off, I sort out soul sand. So soul sand is this first filter that comes down and actually goes down to the machine for spawning withers. Here is gravel storage, so in case I need gravel, I can just come here and do that. I think these two chests are for gravel. I only have a double chest of gravel now, and I think it's, yeah, in the process of filling up that hopper. Here I have quartz, which quartz is just always handy to have. I'm never going to fill up these chests, but you never know. And then blackstone on the end because, you know, I might use it eventually. And then here is obsidian. So obsidian is used for making beacons, for like the base of beacons. I know that the filter hopper setup is in a weird order, but that's just how I have it. Then up there I just have lava to actually destroy all the leftover items. And then this giant hole in the bedrock is one of those things that I did a time lapse of, but this is the actual wither machine. So in these three chests I can load in wither skulls, and yes, I need that much storage for wither skulls. Here is I'm getting shot by something. I think there's an invisible skeleton somewhere. Oh, it's coming from below. Ow. Is there a skeleton here? What's up with invisible mobs today? Okay, well, basically, here is a machine designed by Fallen Breath. Like I said, I had a tutorial linked in the description of the other video, the beacon farm video, to how to make this machine, but unfortunately I never actually showed it being used. So yeah, I will also leave a link to this down in my video if you want to build it for yourself. It is not a tutorial, it is just a showcase. You can find other tutorials online for this as well. They're not very good, they're kind of hard to follow, but yes, they are out there. Just have to look a little bit. And this machine works very, very well. So what I had to do is, in the perimeter, I had to find a piece of bedrock that looks just like this. So there's one bedrock here on top, and then a 3x3 of bedrock underneath with that one piece of bedrock in the middle, so the withers can actually suffocate. And the most important part is that while I'm standing over there placing soul sand, it gets fed through using 0 ticks, and then once it comes over here, it does a bunch of wizard magicry that pushes the soul sand into position, and it has to be pushed in. So the second that this soul sand gets pushed up, it needs to be in this position with this soul sand behind it, and these dispensed all in a single game tick, just so the withers do not have time to break it. So basically this farm produces withers so fast that they start dying from entity cramming. And then here I just have a setup to pick up the nether stars and bring them over to this weird cage thing over here. I have started a thing to hook it up to the main farm, but I haven't really started any of that yet. And then, yeah, like I said, I made a lot of progress on this and recorded clips. I just never actually showed it in an episode. I think I was going to have it as its own episode, but I got it mixed up with the other episode, so I don't really know. But here I have glass because these librarian villagers, if you don't know, librarians can actually trade glass. So I cured these guys from zombies, but I didn't know that that didn't affect the glass trade, so I kind of wasted that. But I can get 1 emerald for 4 pieces of glass. Very, very useful. Every single one of these guys has glass. And then I think actually I don't have any emerald storage over here. But otherwise, yeah, I just trade for glass so I can get glass for the beacons. Then here's storage for the obsidian. I'm never going to get that much obsidian, but it's there if I need it. That's just a dump chest. And then here are the nether stars. So yeah, I have used this machine a lot, and I've gotten a lot of nether stars, and then also it's backed up in the hoppers here. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't show this in an episode, but I just wasn't really thinking straight. But yeah, so here I have a chest, which is where all the soul sand is. Soul sand is in this dropper here. Then here's just so I can put all the rest of the soul sand away if I need to. But actually I should show you how this works first off, but unfortunately I need to get some skulls before I can do that, so I will be right back with some skulls. Gone and loaded in a stack of wither skulls in each dropper or dispenser over there, so now I can actually show you how this farm works. So first off I go into here and I just grab some soul sand. It doesn't really matter, but just having a buffer in your hand helps. Then all that I do here is that once I place a piece of soul sand down, it 0 ticks it to push it forward, and then it dispenses another piece of soul sand in my inventory. I've also turned off hostile mob noises, so you will not be able to hear the withers, but they're just very loud. So if I place in some soul sand here, hopefully I can catch this on camera. Okay, so I think one more piece of soul sand, it should spawn. Some lag, and then lag, yep, there it is. So 1 wither. And then just to show the absolute speed of this machine, if I just hold down right click, you can kind of see on the side, oh, I placed some soul sand on accident. Massive lag spike on my client side. Sorry about that. Oh, there's the explosions. Yeah. It gets very loud. So yeah, if I just stand here and keep placing soul sand, yep, lots of withers spawn. And then eventually, if I stand here for long enough, placing enough of them, I'm actually going to turn off block noises. Yeah, just so you don't have to listen to those explosions all the time. Yeah, if I just keep standing here and placing soul sand, you should see their health bars just start dropping soon. And yeah, this machine works very, very well, and yeah, I'm very happy I built it. Yep, there you go. Now you can see the withers are starting to die from entity cramming. And yep, this is just fully automatic. All I have to do is just AFK here and place soul sand. And I really like it. It's just a full automatic farm for stuff like this. And then once I'm done, I just put the soul sand in here. The only problem is that the couple of piglins I have do not keep up with the amount of soul sand I need. So I do need a backlog of it, and yeah, as you can see there, the wither's dying. And then yeah, I just get nether stars. Then all I have to do is just like grab, let's just say like a stack out of here, grab 5 stacks of glass. I don't actually quite have enough obsidian. I can just step into here and craft up a bunch of beacons if I need to. So yeah, that's just how overpowered this is, and I'm a fan of it. I'll just leave 42 beacons laying around in this chest. But yeah, also if they don't die of entity cramming, the bedrock's there to kill them automatically. It's not as fast, but when this goes full power, it's very well. But unfortunately, we have made a server rule that I'm only allowed to do this when nobody else is online, because, as you may know, withers actually play a server side sound, so it plays for all players of them being spawned in. So unfortunately, once you're spawning a wither, I think this spawns it every 16 game ticks or something like that. A very loud noise is played every 16 game ticks, and they don't really appreciate that. So yeah, I'm only allowed to do this when nobody's online, but otherwise I am very, very happy with how this turned out. Like I said, I don't know what I was thinking, but I just never included it in an episode, but here and now it is. So hopefully you enjoy this. And now let's start working on the actual game, even though I've taken up half the episode with just this. Welcome to the end of the end portal hallway thing here in the nether. And at the end, I have dug a bit of a tunnel. So if you remember from last episode, I showed that one place, if I can actually fly through, I showed that one island thing as a lag spike. I showed that one island place thing that I'm planning on building the entrance to it, and at the end of this long tunnel, there's a nether portal over here, which leads to the island. And I think first off, I'm going to build a tunnel for this area. So I got my pickaxe, and I'm ready to start digging. So I guess I will dig out the area, and I might clean up the end portal tunnel while I'm at it, just make it one continuous tunnel, but yeah, I will get onto that now. I hope that you enjoyed that time lapse. I am here at the end of the tunnel. I unfortunately was unable to show part of the tunnel building process because it didn't save properly. So like just the entirety of this part I had to cut because I didn't have footage for it. So it's just 5 blocks long with magma blocks and stuff. I don't know, it's very simple. I honestly do not like the look of it, but it works. I mean, it's plain on a very large scale like it is on this, and also the tunnel. I don't really like it because like the top looks kind of weird, but I don't know, overall it works and it serves its purpose as this lag spike. But next I need to jump into a project on this side of the portal where I have set myself up a base. So I just have a bed, wood, shulker box, whatever, and some chests. And I've also set up a beacon with some haste too, so I'm going to dig out this mountain here and start prepping the area for the game. So I will get back to you with an update. After a bit of digging, I now have a flat area. Also killed a wandering trader, but I have made myself a flat area now. And while I was digging, I found a buried treasure. It does have some decent stuff in it as well. 5 diamonds. Don't really need iron, but part of the seas are pretty rare, so take all of that. And yeah, so now that this area is flat, I think the next step is going to be actually laying out the outlines of the buildings in town, or the buildings of the town. I can speak today. And my other plans is that along like this ridge line, I guess, so from all the way from that birch tree following this line across over there, it's going to be a pretty big mountain range. which is just going to like keep this all into like a single area. And then yeah, over here is going to be like a foresty area, over here is going to be a farming area, then over here is going to be like the main town itself. And yeah, that's currently my plan, so I guess now it's time to actually lay out the building outlines. I have now made the outlines for the buildings. Here is the farmhouse. I actually haven't made the tree cutting person's house because I'm not really sure exactly where that's going to go, but I think just on the ridgeline the farmhouse looks pretty good over here. And then I definitely am probably going to add like more miscellaneous buildings in this section or make it field of wheat, but I might just add more buildings through here to make the transition more soft from city to farm. But otherwise I have all the important buildings in place. So this section here with the sand is going to be a blacksmithing area. This building here is probably going to be the weaponsmith, while this is going to be the armorsmith. Probably have like a connected forge in this area. Then here are the smelting yards where they can do all their blacksmithing and stuff, because you don't want to do that inside because it gets really hot. Here is going to be the miscellaneous shop area. Just one giant building that I can pack redstone in to actually have a place where people can buy stuff. And I'm also have some market stalls out here marked out by the granite in like the corners, so you might be able to buy like some food or whatever from some of these stalls, but they will probably mainly just be for looks. These here are miscellaneous housing, probably for the merchants working here, I guess. Here's just like a little bit of a beach access. I know it's kind of weird at the moment, but if I like add some vegetation and whatever, it'll definitely look a lot nicer than just the flat walls. This here is going to be the boatmaster's headquarters, so this is going to be an important part of the game for the introduction to how this game works. That's all going to be in this building. And this here is going to be the shipyard. So I'm going to do like I did in that other town that I started in the last episode. I'm going to do something similar over here, but with docks and stuff, so boats can come in and out easier. And I actually haven't removed the chest yet. And yeah, so oh, then this here in the middle is going to be a fountain as well. Otherwise, that is all that I have for you today. I'm really looking forward to doing more of this game. But otherwise, I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye!